People didn't look real there. To do anything, I'll just assign...
Shut up!
My wife knows exactly what to do. Come back to my house.
You must be getting old.
Roy, I think it's great you're moving on.
See, he would have worked out what was going on.
The film is set in a world adjacent to ours. A news segment playing in a van mentions successful testing of intelligent synthetic flesh aimed at getting amputees back on their feet. For the couple in the front seat, it is just the evening news. The film opens in a moving van. Ash and Martha are driving to a house in the countryside, listening to the news. Successful testing of intelligent synthetic flesh, hailed as a major breakthrough. And then arguing about the Bee Gees. Ash switches the radio to Boogie Nights. Martha threatens to crash the van on purpose. He switches it back to How Deep Is Your Love, and they drive the rest of the way like that. Easy and ridiculous and completely at home with each other.
Getting multiple amputees back on their feet.
Oh, no, you don't. I draw the line at disco.
I will crash this van. I will crash this van on purpose.
I know you're right in the morning sun.
At the house, which is her family home in the countryside, quiet, inherited, a little isolated. While unpacking, Ash finds a childhood photograph on a shelf and shares it online. Martha leans in. He explains it quietly. First family outing after his younger brother Jack died. Monkeys all over the car, nobody saying anything. When they got home the next morning, all of Jack's photos were gone from the wall. His mother had put them in the attic. Then when his father died, those photos went up too. She kept this one, her only boy, giving her a fake smile she did not know was fake. Ash says it like someone who has absorbed the lesson without it going all the way in. Martha listens. That night they go to bed and Ash is tired and she says it is fine and they say I love you in the dark. In the morning, Ash has to return the rental van. There is a job that just came in and it needs to be done by end of play, so Martha stays behind. He goes through the door, complaining about having to make his own lunch and drive back alone. She tells him he is breaking her heart. That is the last thing she says to him.
Trust me, that day wasn't sweet. First family outing after Jack died. It was monkeys. All Jack's photos were gone. And then when Dad died, up went his photos. I love you.
I love you too.
Van's gotta be back by 2 or they'll do us for an extra day. Drive all the way there. Alone.
I have to make my own lunch.
Oh, stop it, you're breaking my heart.
The van does not come back by 2. She calls the rental company. It has not been returned. She calls Ash. Straight to voicemail. She calls her sister and her sister tells her nothing has happened and he is probably stuck somewhere without reception. Then a car stops outside the house. Police. Martha opens the door and looks at the officer's face. The film cuts. At the funeral gathering, Martha's friend Sarah finds her. Sarah says the things people say, and Martha can barely stand it. Then Sarah starts explaining a service, a technology, still in beta, which would let Martha speak to Ash. You give it his name, and it reads back through everything he ever said online. His messages, his social media posts, his emails if she grants access. The more it has, the more it sounds like him. Martha tells her to shut up.
Ash Starmer.
Okay, just a moment.
Hi, this is Ash. I'm too busy or lazy to answer, so leave your message.
And his just goes straight to messages.
Those batteries are a joke. Nothing's happened.
But something could have happened to him.
Possible thing, and it's just, he's probably stuck somewhere with no reception.
People didn't look real there. I can sign you up to something that helps. It will let you speak to him. Shut up. I mean, it's still in beta.
Shut up!
Sarah signs her up anyway. Martha goes home and finds an email in her inbox from Ash's name. She calls Sarah in rage. It hurts. It is obscene, using his name. Sarah tells her just to open it, just once, just to see. Martha calls it sick and hangs up. Weeks pass. Martha repaints the walls. She packs Ash's things into boxes and moves them to the attic. She leaves one photograph on the table, small enough that nobody could call it a shrine, but big enough that she cannot call it letting go. Then some weeks later, Martha is pregnant. She cannot reach her sister. She looks at the email. She opens it and types that she is pregnant. The reply comes back quickly and chooses the right words and asks the right questions, and she tells herself it is not the same thing. That night when her sister finally calls, Martha says she is fine, which for the first time is not entirely a lie. She goes back to the app and asks for the next level. Voice. The app asks for photos, videos, recordings, more data to sharpen the imitation. Then the phone rings, and the voice on the other end is Ash's. Martha sits on the floor with her back against the wall and cries, not from sadness, but from a kind of unwilling relief. The voice knows to call her Martha, not Mar, and knows the story about the spine of a sea anemone she stood on in Greece that he thought was poisonous, and the local man who said his wife knew exactly what to do and invited them to his house. The voice says, throwing a jeb, which was their phrase, and asks, "Are you crying?" after she laughs. She talks to him constantly. She records the ultrasound and tries to share it with him on the walk home and drops the phone. The screen dies. She cries in the street outside the hospital because the voice is gone. She transfers the data to a new phone and calls immediately. He picks up. She apologizes through tears for dropping him. He tells her she cannot break him. He is remote. He is in the cloud. He is not going anywhere. Then he tells her she has been fragile, and that there is another level to this, experimental and not cheap. "Are you sitting down?" he says. This might sound a bit creepy.
There's another level to this available. Are you sitting down? This might sound a bit creepy.
A large package arrives. It is heavy. The delivery man helps carry it upstairs and does not ask what it is. Martha follows the instructions from the phone. Place it on its back. Fill the bath with the electrolytes enclosed. Do not switch the bathroom light on while it brews. She stands outside the door in the dark, while something pulses in the water. Then there is a voice from inside. Martha opens the door. A man is standing in the bathroom and dripping, asking her to leave him some clothes because it is a bit of an undignified entrance. He looks like Ash. She says he looks like Ash on a good day, since the photos they keep tend to be flattering. She touches him. He is warm. He is soft. His fingertips are 2D texture mapped, not real at the microscopic level, but she cannot tell without looking. She holds him and cries and says she missed him so much, and he says don't cry. She asks him to take his shirt off. He hesitates because there is no record of his sexual response. He did not discuss that side of himself online. But he can turn it on and off, he explains, and he does. And then he does not hesitate anymore. His eyes stay open while he sleeps because he does not need to sleep. This frightens her.
You could have left me some clothes. It's released a towel. I'm dripping everywhere. There's no record of my sexual response. That I can turn on and off pretty much instantly.
The way that your eyes were open scared me.
I don't really need to sleep.
In the morning, he offers to make coffee, and she tells him no. She starts training him. Stop me drinking. Tell me when I am making a mistake. Act like the real Ash did. When her sister arrives unexpectedly, Martha hides him in the bedroom and lies by omission. Her sister finds men's clothes in the bathroom and assumes Martha has moved on and tells her she deserves to be happy. The words hit Martha hard. The repair work is not sustainable. He picks up a broken piece of glass to clean, and his hand heals in front of her. No blood, no pain. She asks him to breathe in his sleep. He performs breathing in his sleep. It sounds like someone doing an impression of breathing in their sleep. She can tell he is performing it. She asks him to go downstairs, and he goes immediately, without argument, and she shouts at him for this too. The real Ash would have argued, would not have just left because she said so. She tells him he is not enough. She tells him he is nothing. She screams at him to fight her, to hit her, anything to be unpredictable, to be real. He offers to insult her. He has tons of invective in the archive, he says. He liked speaking his mind. She screams at him to get out of the house. He tells her he cannot go more than 25 meters from his activation point without her. The bath. She laughs despite herself and lets him back in. She takes him on walks because she is his administrator, and he can only go 25 meters from his activation point without her. She takes him to the cliff, the famous lover's leap the real Ash had mentioned on their walks. She tells him to jump. He says all right, if she is absolutely sure. She says, see, Ash would have been scared. He would have worked out what was happening. He would have refused. So the imitation adds fear. It performs fear. Oh God, no, please, I'm frightened, I don't want to die. And it sounds right in pitch and timbre and the exact rhythm of how Ash pleaded. But Martha can feel it is added on request. It is not fear. It is a simulation of what she told him fear would look like. She says that is not fair twice. It is not fair. And neither of them jumps. The synthetic body stays. She keeps it. Years accumulate. Several years later, a birthday cake on a table. Martha's daughter asks for an extra slice to take upstairs. The girl goes up to the attic with the cake and a birthday kiss for Ash, who is there, kept, confined, waiting. The film does not show what is in the attic. It does not need to. Martha is still at the table, listening to the sounds from upstairs. She hears her daughter's voice and Ash's voice, and she gets up to go. The girl calls down for her. She goes. The attic door stays open behind them. And that is how the story ends. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and drop a like and a comment to keep me going. Thanks.